On the one hand, you have shortcuts. On the other hand, you have leverage. What's the difference? Dov Gordon here to explain that difference. Shortcuts are when you're trying to avoid doing the very thing that you most need to do. Leverage is when you're going to do the thing that you most need to do, except you're going to do it in a way that gives you the greatest possible return, or certainly a greater return on investment, whether that is time, money, or other effort. So leverage is generally the way to go, because when you take shortcuts, they usually come back to bite you. In business, relationships directly determine the level of success that you're going to have. You know that. We all know that. We've met in key people here, and it leads to this bit of information, that introduction, that opportunity makes a huge difference. Relationships matter for two main reasons. And each of these two reasons splinter into thousands of other little details. Number one, because it's really true. You are going to be the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. Number two, because opportunities are determined by who you know, by your relationships. That directly determines the flow of opportunities of all different types, introductions, information, and so on, invitations, all by who you happen to know, relationships. In our modern world, too many people are trying to automate relationships. We delegate that to technology. And while I firmly believe that technology of all kinds has its place, you also cannot, you just can't fake it. You can't cut corners when it comes to actual relationships. And if you're a consultant and a new client is worth $5, $10, $15, $50, $150,000 or more, there is no way of getting those clients without proper relationships. Now, you will need and want to leverage some aspects of that. And that's why I strongly recommend that you become what I call an under-the-radar industry leader. And I think the best way to do that is through building your own alchemy network. How do you do that? Well, there are absolutely some shortcuts. You can figure that out. However, on January 15th, 2020, there is a leveraged opportunity. Meet me in Amsterdam for a day, small group, up to 8 people, maybe 10, but I'm not even sure if we can get more than that, because I'm looking at a space that looks really nice and it says max 8 people. So we'll see. Maybe we can get an extra person in there. And we're going to spend the morning designing your alchemy network and the afternoon kicking it off. You're going to begin inviting people to join you in the alchemy network. It is a leverage day out of the office, away from distractions, with my coaching on the spot, individual attention in the context of a very small group. This is a highly leveraged day, highly leveraged activity, highly leveraged strategy that is going to position you as the under-the-radar leader in your industry from 2020 and beyond. If you are interested in details, email me, dovgordon@dovgordon.net. Look forward to meeting you and helping you launch your alchemy network, January 15th, 2020.